it's an incredible business. I mean, just if you look at Baba and Tencent and kind of where they're at and the ecosystem and the moat and what they control and all of that. And look at the tailwinds from China. I mean, there's a lot to me to like even more than the large US tech, just because I think that the tailwinds are so much stronger, and there's some serious barriers to entry. I think here there is obviously going to be much larger revenues and profits and such in the future with all the different things they have going on. But you're starting from a very large base, right? So 600 billion plus market cap. It's very cheap. I think Baba is one of the cheapest plays out there. In the long term, I think a lot of the value creation for them is cloud, which is non-existent from an earnings perspective today. They have some scale, but they're the number one player. But I think that when you look at Amazon's numbers, and Amazon's numbers with cloud are somewhat misleading because they dump their internal cloud expense in there. So actually, 50 billion revenue and 15 billion net income is actually understated. So I think they're making more than 15 on that because they're growing as well. They're investing in all the future growth. So the cloud margins are incredible. And the issue with the cloud is that very few people can play. I mean, in the US, the game is for the most part over. You've got the players, and they will. It's hard to even see them even changing the position they're in. I think Alibaba is a crown jewel for China, just like Tencent is a crown jewel for them. So I don't think they will want to do things. These are the plays that have the possibility of global footprints, that they can get there. So I don't think the government is going to take an approach which is going to kill the golden goose, if you will. My take is they've extracted their pound of flesh, and they've sent a pretty clear message who's in charge and such. So I don't really expect much more than what we've seen already. I think the large Chinese tech, because of the tailwinds, because of the size of the market, because of future GDP growth, all these other things that are going on, and quite frankly, the modesty of the valuations is a great place to be.
What is Baba trading at right now on a PE basis?
20. Yeah, but the thing is that 20 has a lot embedded in it. They have a lot of money losing businesses that are within that 20. So actually the real multiple is much lower. Yeah. And we don't know, the thing is, some of this is a black box. We just don't know a lot of stuff that's inside, but there's a lot of good stuff inside. These two companies specifically, I don't think they fit the template of typical Chinese businesses. Both these businesses from the very early days had international backers, and they've got what I would call enlightened leadership. And so if you drill down on the principles of Alibaba, for example, core principles that they live by, they are very transparent. It's a very core corporate mission. I think Jack Ma put in a lot of these principles and vision and mission into the business, and it's very deeply embedded, because they will, for example, when they hire a new engineer, they'll take them offline 4 weeks to make sure they get embedded in the company's culture. I think that these businesses have learned that they are really global companies, and they need to operate with a global set of rules. So they have been very good partners for their international investors. Both really good businesses. I think Tencent is interesting to look at through a Naspers lens because you get a good discount if you go through from there.
Do you own Naspers as well?
I cannot comment on things that not in the public domain.
Yes.
I like Naspers. I think Baba and Tencent are similar, but they're also very different.
Mm-hmm.
Tencent has this bazooka they carry on their shoulder called WeChat, and they can fire that bazooka at will. And I mean, you look at a company like PDD, they just fire the bazooka, and PDD's, suddenly sales are through the roof, and such. So Tencent has a pretty interesting ability to scale up a range of businesses. I mean, their investment portfolio is incredible.
It's incredible, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff there which is going to be huge in the future. We just don't know which ones. That's why I think those are good plays because that's a great basket.